Hello traders, welcome to AlBashir FX. Welcome to our daily market review and the forex forecast and our market forecast. So today we're going to look at the price delivery for Tuesday, 14th October 2025, and also we're going to look out the next day to be, which is the next day buyers, and yes, how we intend to see price deliver. So sit tight and get your pen and ready to table some of the high insights I will be passing on to you guys today. So I hope if this is your first time stumbling on this channel, do well to subscribe, like, share, and comment. What do you think about price? Let me know, and yes, we'll look into that. Okay, now, this is the dollar index, and I use TVC for your notice. And the market is already about to close for today. So I'm recording this video by 9:48 Nigerian local time. So we've seen the price delivery for today and what we anticipated from yesterday market review. We anticipate for market to seek for this buy side liquidity, also noting the importance of previous day buy side and on the Friday buy side liquidity, which is this candle high and this candle high, and furthermore, this previous week high. So we see market fall short of the previous week high, but we take the buy side liquidity and this buy side liquidity. And again, we anticipated for a bullish candle, but now we had a bearish candle today, which is another signature that despite the market reaching our buyers or our draw on liquidity, the market reverse. And yeah, can you still make money from the opening price during the London session to this high? Yes, it was still possible if you know what you are doing. So we've seen that the price has rallied lower, right, and close. We are about to close below, and now this is setting us for a very, very what we have been anticipating for. What we did anticipate this candle to do, this candle is setting us for that, meaning that as a CRT trader, if you understand CRT, this is a CRT third candle forming, right? This is candle 3 forming. For this, we have this is candle 2, and tomorrow should be candle 3. And we all know what candle 3 usually do, usually deliver impulsively. And me, I don't want to look at this particular Monday range. Since Monday is an accumulation, I want to look at this particular range, which is the previous Friday high price range. We've seen the high taken and the low remain on take. So well, I want us to take this as our CRT candle. You going in tomorrow, let's use the CRT analysis to for the dollar index. And also we can also correlate this with the with this will be our CRT high, and this will be our CRT low. Now we are going to anticipate for price to reach for this low going in tomorrow, which is the Wednesday. Price to deliver open, create the high, deliver, and reach for this level. So we're going to look for lower time frame PDRA that's going to support the high of the day for the XY tomorrow. Then that is going to support price also going lower. Now, if we take this draw on liquidity, what's going to be next? We are going to look out for this fair value gap and also this daily inversion fair value gap, which is also at the same price with the bullish breaker. I'm going to show you this bullish breaker, yeah, on, or it's a bearish breaker on euro though, but I'm going to show you this breaker also on euro for you to get confirmation. So going on a lower time frame, we have seen, so we have seen this is our CRT high. See how price deliver above it, which I didn't say I know this offhand, I did not, but yeah, because price has already given us or tipping us its hand, then we can now relate to it by seeing how price use the high. So the 4 hour key level we have is this inversion, sorry, this fair value gap. this fair value gap, which I am anticipating for it to be a breakaway gap. But let me just put it. That means I'm not in support of the fact that price is going to reach for that fair value gap. That is, price should not reach for this fair value gap. And this candle, which is the correlation, which is this midpoint, the opening of this candle and the closing of this candle, we are going to look for any PDRA that support price around that area to deliver price lower. If Asian accumulate higher impulsively, then we might have our high of the day being at this price, and our draw on liquidity still remain this price. And also we have fair value gap here, which might also affect price and also give us the tendency of price getting all the way back to this area, and also using this bearish order block, so that whenever price is going higher, right, whenever price is going higher, we no longer have any PDRA that will oppose price after price has already utilized it and go lower. So this is what I'm looking out for on the main so, so on a grand scheme of things, this is what I'm looking out for on the XY. Price to rally into this level, then deliver lower, and use this on Wednesday. We might close below here, then on Wednesday deliver lower and close above. That is what I'm anticipating for. Well, sorry, that until Wednesday closing time, before we know how price wants to give us or what price wants to do, if he wants to continue to go higher. But let me spend a little more time here on euro, so on EU, because there is a lot of information I would like to dish out. First of all, for me to explain euro, I will need for you to observe the range that we are in. We have a swing high here, and now we have confirmed this is a swing low on EU, and price has accumulated. So this is called stage 2 reaccumulation. This is the first stage 1 accumulation and stage 2 reaccumulation. Now we are going to anticipate for a sweep of any lower time frame high or turtle soup that will support price reaching for a premium level to go lower. Now we have our bearish breaker, which I said I was going to show you guys. We have our bearish breaker here, which also support price going lower, and it's also above the midpoint. The blue line, this blue line represents the midpoint of my sorry, the midpoint I want to show you guys. Yeah, so the midpoint represents my 50% of the candle of the range, which is the equilibrium price at 1.16607, and I want to see price reach above it and react on this bearish order block or bearish breaker to go lower. So not looking at that, let's just look at where price is going to do tomorrow now. And from what we've already explained earlier, we were in support of price going lower and taking this low, but price did not reach for this low and continue. We fall short of it by a tick, right? So, and price rally back into the range, showing momentum that it wants to seek for these relative equal highs and also reach for this level. Now on EU, we have our CRT candle one here, and which is this black candle. You can use the black candle or the white candle, meaning, but if you use the white candle, you have a larger range compared to the black candle. So I'm using the white candle. We have our CRT candle one here and the candle two, which is today candle delivery. So we have swept the CRT candle low, and we're anticipating for the high to be our next draw on liquidity, and furthermore we can seek for this particular candle high. So that is what I'm anticipating for tomorrow on New York on a daily time frame perspective. Now if we go lower on a smaller time frame, which is the 4-hour time frame, we have we are forget about this green and blue line. All right, so we have is a lower time frame PDRA, so it just appeared on a higher time frame. So we have this inversion fair value gap and also a bullish breaker. Now we have a daily bearish breaker, which we want to see price traded into Also, we have a 4 hour, which is a lower time frame bullish breaker, which we want to see price support price going higher. So we have two key levels: inversion fair value gap and a bullish breaker. Then if we go on a lower time frame, we're going to see our H1 fair value gap. That is, if price should deliver lower into this level, then to support price going higher. So this will be my first draw on liquidity going in tomorrow, and I want to see price reach for this buy side liquidity, and we see the relative equal highs. And if you watch our Monday price delivery or price Monday um market review, I told you guys that because we have these relative equal highs, that price failed to take this high, which also implies that there is a tendency price is going to come back here. But I wasn't sure if it's going to be this fast. All right, that I am going to be honest, I wasn't sure if it's going to be this fast or we are going to come back this week. I was sure that we are going to come back there maybe next week or so, but yeah. So we've seen price showing momentum that it wants to come to this area, and we see price already using this fair value gap here, now going on a 1 hour time frame. But this is not going to be effective much to take us to this level, right? And again, the time of the day that we are in, which is not a favorable time or hours to trade. So during the London session, this is a breakaway gap. That is, the BG stand for breakaway gap for me. And we have a hourly time frame fair value gap here, which I also want to, I'm anticipating for price to use it to deliver lower going in tomorrow. So this green fair value gap, we have a tiny fair value gap. You can go to your chart and see it, that if price intend to wick lower with a candle wick, the body on a 4 hour time frame, I want to see the body close above this inversion fair value gap high. But the candle wick can reach for this bullish breaker, or if it wants to go lower, tapped on this and reject higher faster. So this is what I'm anticipating for on EU perspective. So on GBP, we have GBP already sweeping previous the low and also deliver end up with a bullish candle. And this on GU, we have our what do we have here? Our CRT candle being this candle one, and this one will be the candle two. So we can anticipate for GU to reach for this high. So let me take this inversion fair value gap now that we have more things supporting price going higher. Now we're going to think, where do we anticipate for price to reach on this time frame? That is on this specific time frame. Sorry. So I'm going to use this week. So now, how far can we anticipate for price to deliver lower? Well, I don't want to see price reach for this consequent encroachment of this candle week for today candle. Now, look at how we are using different PDRA in terms of price. Now we are using a candle week as the PDRA to support our buyers going in tomorrow. So if price reach this upper yellow line, right? The upper yellow line. I don't know if you can see it, which is the upper quadrant, the upper yellow line. If price reach there, I'll be anticipating for price to use it to deliver lower. So I'm going to put this to the current price and below. Let's see if we have any lower time frame PDRA below the price. Okay, we have for our fair value gap, and also we have, what do we have? We have a, no, this is not a bullish order block. So we have fair value gap here, and we have the midpoint sitting above this particular candle. So if we are going to retrace, the price should respect this two major zone, which is 1.32972. Put that on your chart, and this 1.32832. So this is the area I want to see price support tomorrow, going in tomorrow. So I'm going to, let me share it. I'm going to share it for you guys. So yeah, So I want to see price respect this area tomorrow and go higher. If we deliver lower, and it should use this area as the low of the day to support our price rally higher to this level. So this is our internal range liquidity plus I hope this internal range liquidity plus turtle soup. So plus turtle soup. So I want to see price reach for this level and respect it and use it to go lower, right? Reach for this level, so use it to go higher. Sorry, you go higher and seek for this draw on liquidity. And again, the on the daily time frame perspective or on the higher time frame perspective, I want to also also in support of this particular inversion fair value gap supporting price to go lower. I don't want to see price traded above this level, right? If we take this one and this particular high, which I'm not really in support, but if we reach for this high, then this high should be the last high price seek for before going lower. If you want me to go lower, let me just go on the lower time frame. Right, we have fair value gap here, right? On a daily on an hourly time frame, right? We have fair value gap, but we can weak below that fair value gap. But this area, you see how the consequent encroachment and the upper quadrant of this candle week also correspond to the fact that price might have a resistance around that area and go higher. So I hope this is enough, and if you like this episode, do click on the like button, share, subscribe. Most importantly, try to subscribe, share, and yes, thank you so much. God bless you. So now finally, I'm going to let's look at the Bitcoin price. Bitcoin has not yet closed yet. So all this price move was just to take liquidity. Now, if we close, now I just put this on my chart. I did not trade this market today. So if peradventure price close above, let me even leave the blue line. All right, price close above that in smaller fair value gap. See, this is a fair value gap, right? If price close above it on a daily time frame, that also indicate that all this was just a liquidity sweep, right, to go higher. At least with this move, it will also support the price rally higher. So we can we can anticipate for Bitcoin going for this previous day high. All right. So if we close above this blue, that also determine that this can be our CRT candle since we did not take this low. If this become our CRT candle, then we can anticipate for the high to be reached for tomorrow. So let's go on lower time frame and see if there is anything that support our price going all the way to that level. Sorry, my network is bad. Okay, we are back. Oh shit. Okay, sorry. Let me leave that. I hope this take us. I hope this really do take us to. So what I'm anticipating, you already have idea of what I'm looking for on Bitcoin. I'm looking for Bitcoin to go higher if and only if we close above this blue line. Otherwise, we are going to see bearish Bitcoin. That is for me if we did not close above that blue line. So let market give me that 4 hour. So if we did not close above that blue line, I am anticipating above this blue line. I'm anticipating for price to go lower. And yes, we can expect price going all the way back lower. I don't know what's wrong with my network. Oh my god. What the fuck? Well, that is the main message I want to drop for you guys. So just do well to do your own research. My network, I don't know what's wrong with my network. My network is kind of bad. So I will end this episode here and I hope it was insightful. Thank you so much. God bless you. See you.